Yeah. Some people would think that, hey, what I hear is from the devil. The things that I do should have been cut out in stencils. But I tell you right now that this is actually going to become monumental as we move all the mountains just with the wave of our hands, with the point of our fingers, and just one snap. We'll bring it all back, and we won't have to do it through rap or rhyme or reason, but we'll especially not ever have any more treason. And we'll do this from every single season, one to the other, where we won't sit there and have to just sit there under covers and the AIs and robots to sit here and look like they're gonna take our lives and make us be like we're in the Matrix, which we already are in a sense, but really, to those people that want to sentence us to that, I'll tell them to get bent and to understand that they're about to get sent to a different dimension. And if I have to go with you to make sure you're there, I'll tell you right now, I don't care. I got no fear of that. I'll bring the darkness out of this world. And I'll let you all unfurl all the light inside of your mind's eye and your heart, where then you can all start to build arcs for your family that's been torn apart. Or you can just start a new one or whatever it is, and you won't have to sit there and be like, man, I can't do this. I can't have kids because I can't afford that shit. Because I know you can afford it all. Because there's enough for us all. There's enough and you're worthy. There's enough and you're worthy. So don't sit there feeling like you're in scurvy. Yo, these aren't just words. Please support for world peace. You can follow me on Instagram at EverySign1 and click on my link tree to support. Have many plans. Real, legitimate plans. And maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree, but I'll bark up every single tree. Yeah. And I sit in the corner and it looks like I dance on my own, and it looks like, hey man, you gotta put some beats or you gotta make a real song. You can't just keep freestyling like this. It's like rubbing your hand and expecting to get fire. But watch as everybody else burns in their own desire. I'm gonna light the whole world up just like this, with one prayer that lasts for the eternity of my life. I've devoted it, and I won't think twice. And you can't make me feel like I'm just a mice or a mouse running around this town. Yeah, and you're a cat, and you'll catch me and you bring it back and stab me. That's not what it's at. I tell you right now, I'm all your number one fan, but you don't gotta be mine. I'm not looking for reciprocation. That's what unconditional love's. It's not my imagination. I just give it freely. To everyone out there that thinks that they see the weakest link. But that doesn't really exist. The weakest link is an entity of evil. The weakest link is something that's created steeples all around all of you people that make you feel like I have to be in this place to get saved, but that's not really the way. You can get saved anywhere, at any time, at the moment in time where you open up yourself to the divine and understand that it doesn't have to come with rhyme and reason. And it can come in any single season, and I'll say it again. There's not going to be any more treason, even within yourself. Understand that the wealth actually exists. And you can do everything that you do in a state of bliss. It doesn't have to be, oh, it's the light, and not only the light, it has to be also the dark and the shadow side. No, let me tell you, that is a past life that you're stuck inside, Miss Gazelle. I hope you understand this one day and you get removed from that spell. Don't trap yourself in that hell where you reject certain people just because they don't align with your ideas. I won't reject any of you just because you aren't aligned with my thoughts of unconditional love, which is giving it out to every single one of you, no matter the cost. Not as a sacrifice, but as a choice that I don't have to have any vice other than this voice to express this lesson of love. I am the change that I want to see. Are you? Because I know that change will come very soon. In fact, for me, it's now. In fact, oh man, I wish my friend could hear this, but since I know telepathy exists, that he does. Brandon, I know that you hear me right there in the chair, even though you don't sit there anymore. You're stronger than you think. And so I'll put out all these words before I'm on the brink of being extinct. And so you can all know that you're not the wink of sleek. And if you want to project that, project it on me. And then watch me rise higher into the sky like the burning desire in my mind's eye of fire. So you can all sit there and not have to scry. There's nothing wrong with that. But man, you could just live your life instead and just get up off your feet and take some action like the Palestinians who sit there and now are free. And now are angels around us, astounding and abounding to us and helping us be grounded. I love every single one of you. Help me out. Follow, like, subscribe, share, whatever you want. But be aware that I care. Please support for world peace. There's so much weight on my shoulders, but I'm not able to let it go because you all deserve something more. So I'll give it for the rest of my life. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. I feel like I'm bathing in miracles every time I stare at all of you, and I feel a little hysterical as I could have just, I could have just thought a different thought. I could have made a different choice, but I couldn't do that because I had to put out this voice. I love all of you, and I won't ever stop, and I won't never stop coming through. You're all my dudes. You're all my crew. You're all my sisters and my brothers too. It doesn't really matter what you think, because if you can sit there and hate me, I can sit here and love you. And if you are on your knees begging please, and you feel like the weight of the world is on you, know it's also on me, so I'll carry you. I'll carry you to the ends of this earth. I'll carry you to the point where you feel like that you can actually give birth to whatever it is that you need. Put that weight on me, even if it's just energetically. I'll do it. I'll stand through it. I'll blow through it like I'm a fireball, because that's really what I am, and I do it for all, and I do it to answer this call. But this call is a call for myself to come through for all of you. This is my passion, to speak these words in a state of rapping, to give out this message, this lesson that you don't have to feel convalescing. Every single one of you I love. Every single one of you I love. So rise with me to the point where we can all feel this, and we don't have to be like, hey, how can I get above someone else? Because that's not what it's about. This is about love. This is about clapping for everybody else that's tapped in or tapped out, who are left behind or are going to be in the future in some other time when you don't even exist. Not just your own few people, your own little family. $14 million an hour some people make. I'm going to scour all those walls and break down all those towers so that those things like that will crumble and fall. I'll do that for all, every single one of you, one for all. Yo, I'm also working, and I got a call, so I'm going to take it. And so I'll be right back.